Hey y'all, thank you for tuning in to this information video on Abra the Last Switch Rebirth. Let's not waste any time and get right to it. Abra the Last Switch Rebirth is an expanded version of a freeware game that was released back in June of 2018. The game is what I like to call a shoot-'em-up RPG. It's a 2D shooter with RPG elements. You shoot demons, cast spells, and level up. Think of it as if Kingdom Hearts was a arcade shoot-'em-up from the 90s. Abra the Last Switch Rebirth can be played in two ways. First, you can use the keyboard. Use the arrow keys to move, the Z, X, Z, and V buttons for your spells, and the spacebar to attack. Or, you can use any compatible controllers, like an Xbox 360 controller, Xbox One controller, or PS4 controller. Use the right bumper to attack, the analog stick to move, and use the four face buttons for your spells. Your normal attack is pretty weak, but gives you MP when you shoot things. You can use that MP to cast spells, which are more powerful shots. There are four spells. Pyrus, a spread shot that goes through walls and enemies. Arctus, a linear shot that does great damage. Ventus, a whirlwind that keeps damaging enemies that get caught in its wake. And Thundus, think of it like a grenade. It shoots a short-ranged ball of lightning that explodes into a flurry of electricity when it hits an enemy. You start off with only Pyrus, but as you level up, you gain more spells to use. If you want to gain experience quicker, you can use your normal shot to weaken enemies, like blocking enemy fire, breaking shields, using the spell that enemies weak to get bonus XP. As players of the original game may know, Abra has the traits of a phoenix. When you die, you instantly respawn with no lost progress, but you go all the way down to level 1. This time though, dying also means losing all the spells you gained on your quest, so if you don't want that, take advice from the sages of the modern age and get good. Levels also affect something else, but I'll get into that a little bit later. All four spells now have secondary uses. A witch can break the spell gem on their wands to unlock the hidden potential of any spell. These are what has become known as spell crashes. At the cost of all your MP, you can use the spell crash of any spell you want. To use one, hold down the button you use for a normal shot, and then use the spell, just like how you did in the original version of the game. It's that simple. Here's what each spell crash does. Pyrus lets you shoot a fireball that is short range, but super powerful. Arctus encases enemies in an iceberg where they can't move and they're trapped from. While it doesn't work on some bosses, it is very useful for crowd control and for certain spiky-haired heroines. Ventus summons a soothing wind that heals all of your HP, and Thundus summons a lightning ball that attacks enemies for you. Just remember that all spell crashes cost all of your MP to use, so use them wisely. The game is as long as any typical shoot-'em-up takes to be, but there are also 3 routes for you to take to the end. To go to a different level, you must be a certain level by the end of the current chapter. The first route is the Shattered Path, which is the original chapters from before. The second route is the Vulnerable Path, which can be accessed by beating Chapter 2 of the Shattered Path at a high enough level. The last and hardest path is the Strong Path, which can be accessed by beating Chapter 1 at level 10 or higher. This route is for the toughest of the tough. Each route has different levels, enemies, and stories to them, so it adds a lot of replayability, which was a very high priority when making this game. I don't have any of the other paths to show you yet, so please look forward to seeing them in the future. Alright, here's the Thundus round of every other change that I made. Ready to go. HP and MP bars have been added. The annoying glitch where Abra gets pushed around all over the freaking place has been fixed. The controls have been changed to something more natural. The first boss has changed, but Tridra will be a boss in the game later on, just not in the first chapter of the game. The Devilish Height has also been changed. The first boss has been replaced by Puka, who is Abra's old friend, who has become a demon now. And lastly, the best change of all, something I wish I added in the original game, a pause button. A pause button. Holy why wasn't this in there before? But don't worry, I put it in there, so if you have to do something while you're in the middle of playing, you can pause it. You're welcome. A free demo of Abra the Last Witch Rebirth is both on GameJolt and itch.io right now. The demo is based off the original freeware version of the game, but with all the new mechanics and all new bells and whistles and all the new stuff that I mentioned earlier, with the exception of branching paths. Note that this free demo does not fully represent the final game, but it will be pretty close to doing so. The demo page will also have a link to a Google form. I'm going to need your guys' help in this project, so after playing the demo, please fill out this survey to give me feedback on what you liked about it and what can be further improved upon. Your feedback will help make this game even better. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the demo, and I look forward to the feedback you guys give. You can follow me on my Twitter account if you want more updates on what is going on with the development of the game. I will also be giving development updates on the dev blog pages on both the GameJolt and itch.io pages of the free demo. I will also be giving development updates at the beginning of every Twitch stream, which I will be streaming games and giving updates on the game's development every Wednesday from 3:30 to 5:30 and every Sunday from 2:30 to 4:30. Until next time, take care.